Now, the breaking news is that Juventus have made a move for Andy Robertson in an attempt to rival Tottenham's interest. That's according to Sky in Italy. Now, the Italian club has registered an interest in signing the soon-to-be free agent whose Liverpool deal expires on June 30th. Now, we at Sky Sports News have already reported that Spurs want to sign Robertson. Now they've stayed up. Remember, they targeted him for a fee back in January. Sky in Italy are also reporting that Spurs remain in pole position for Robertson. We'll keep a very close eye on that. And of course, we have all the transfer news covered here on Sky Sports News.
On today's edition of Anfield Uncovered, Liverpool's summer drama has exploded once again. Andy Robertson's future has suddenly taken a shocking twist after Juventus entered the race to hijack his move away from Anfield. Just when it looked like Tottenham had everything under control, Fabrizio Romano has now confirmed that the Italian giants are pushing hard to steal the deal at the very last second. At the same time, Liverpool are making major moves behind the scenes for one of Europe's most exciting young midfielders, with reports claiming the Reds are already in talks to sign 16-year-old German Wonderkid Kenan Yildiz. This is shaping up to be another massive rebuild at Anfield, and the future of Liverpool's squad could look completely different very soon. Before we get into all of that, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to Anfield Uncovered, and turn on notifications so you never miss any breaking Liverpool news. Now let's get straight into it. Liverpool could be set for one of the most emotional departures of the entire summer transfer window, and now there's been a dramatic twist absolutely nobody saw coming. For months, Andy Robertson looked destined to remain in the Premier League after reportedly agreeing terms in principle with Tottenham Hotspur earlier this year. It seemed like the move was slowly progressing behind the scenes, especially after Spurs secured their Premier League survival and prepared for a major squad rebuild heading into next season. But now, according to Fabrizio Romano, Juventus have suddenly entered the race and are attempting to completely hijack the transfer. And honestly, this changes everything. After 9 unforgettable years at Liverpool, Robertson officially said goodbye to Anfield supporters following the final day clash against Brentford, bringing the curtain down on one of the greatest Liverpool careers of the modern era. Since arriving from Hull City back in 2017, Robertson transformed himself into one of the best left-backs in world football. He won every major trophy possible at Liverpool, formed an iconic partnership with players like Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk, and became one of the biggest fan favourites Anfield has seen in years. His energy, leadership, aggression, and mentality made him absolutely perfect for Liverpool during the Jurgen Klopp era. But now, his future has suddenly become one of the biggest transfer stories of the summer. According to Romano, Juventus have quietly been working behind the scenes while Tottenham focused on surviving relegation pressure. The Serie A giants reportedly contacted Robertson directly, opened discussions with his representatives, and have now submitted a serious proposal in an attempt to bring him to Turin. And suddenly, what looked like a simple move to Tottenham has now turned into a huge transfer battle between England and Italy. What makes this situation even more fascinating is that neither Tottenham nor Juventus can currently offer Champions League football next season. That means Robertson's decision may not come down purely to trophies or European competition. Instead, this could become about lifestyle, ambition, and the type of final challenge he wants before the end of his career. Juventus can offer him something completely different, a new country, a new culture, a new footballing experience, and the opportunity to test himself in Serie A after spending his entire peak career in England. Meanwhile, Tottenham can offer familiarity, Premier League football, and the chance to remain close to home while still competing at a high level. And Fabrizio Romano made it very clear that the final decision is now completely in Robertson's hands. Does he remain in England and join Spurs? Or does he make the bold move abroad and begin a completely new chapter with Juventus? Liverpool supporters are now watching this story unfold very carefully because Robertson is not just another player leaving the club. This is the end of an era, and judging by Robertson's emotional post-match interview after the Brentford game, you can tell this decision is weighing heavily on him. The Scotland captain admitted he felt emotionally drained after spending the week saying goodbye to teammates, staff members, and supporters. You could genuinely see how emotional the situation had become for him. This isn't just a transfer. This is a Liverpool legend walking away from the club after nearly a decade of memories. What makes this even more interesting is another detail emerging from Turin. Juventus had also reportedly hoped to tempt Alisson Becker away from Liverpool this summer. However, the Brazilian goalkeeper is now expected to remain at Anfield until at least 2027. That has now left Robertson as Juventus' main Liverpool target, and the Italian giants appear determined to make this move happen. Tottenham believed they had the deal under control. Juventus now believe they can steal it at the very last second. And with Fabrizio Romano confirming the shock twist, this transfer story feels like it still has plenty more drama left to come. Now moving on from one huge Liverpool story to another, because the Reds may already be preparing the future heartbeat of their midfield. Liverpool are reportedly in concrete talks to sign one of the brightest young talents in European football, 16-year-old German midfielder Kenan Yildiz. And this story is becoming very serious. The teenage sensation has rapidly emerged as one of Germany's most exciting young players after breaking into Hertha Berlin's first team despite being only 16 years old. Even at that age, he has already made 19 appearances in Bundesliga 2 and is earning comparisons to legendary German midfielder Toni Kroos because of his composure, intelligence, and unbelievable passing range. Now, according to reports from Germany, Liverpool are pushing hard to bring him to Anfield. Sky Sports Germany journalist Florian Plettenberg claims talks between Liverpool and Yildiz's camp are already underway, with the teenager expected to leave Hertha Berlin this summer due to growing interest from across Europe. And Liverpool are not alone. Bayern Munich are also believed to be monitoring the situation closely, which tells you exactly how highly rated this player really is. But here's where things become even more interesting. Yildiz reportedly has a release clause worth between 10 and 12 million euros, an enormous amount for a 16-year-old player. However, Liverpool reportedly do not want to simply activate the clause outright. Instead, the club are attempting to negotiate a smarter deal as part of their growing strategy focused around signing elite young talent before their value explodes. And honestly, this is becoming a very clear pattern under Liverpool's new recruitment structure. The Reds have already secured highly rated centre-back Yefini Ndukwe from Austria Vienna. Colombian wonderkid Samuel Martinez is also expected to arrive in the coming years. More young players are already training with the first team. And now Liverpool appear determined to add Kenan Yildiz to that growing list of future stars. But this may be the biggest statement yet. The teenager recently became the youngest goalscorer in Bundesliga history after scoring against Greuther Fürth, having already broken the record as the youngest player ever to appear in the league. That rise has placed Europe on alert, and Liverpool are now trying to move before the rest of the football world fully catches up. What makes this story even more fascinating is the comparison many fans are already making between Yildiz and Stefan Bajcetic. Both players are deep-lying midfielders. Both are technically gifted. Both are calm under pressure. And both possess massive long-term potential. But with Bajcetic continuing to struggle with injury problems, Liverpool may already be preparing for the next evolution of their midfield. If Liverpool manage to pull this transfer off, they won't just be signing another academy player. They could genuinely be securing the future leader of Liverpool's midfield for the next decade. And honestly, that's why this story feels so important. Liverpool are clearly planning for both the present and the future at the same time. The Robertson situation represents the painful ending of one legendary era. But the pursuit of Yildiz represents the possible beginning of the next one. And this summer window is rapidly becoming one of the most important transfer periods Liverpool have faced in years. But now I want your thoughts on all of this. Would you rather see Andy Robertson join Tottenham or Juventus? And do you believe Kenan Yildiz could become Liverpool's next world-class midfielder in the future? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to Anfield Uncovered, and turn on notifications so you never miss any Liverpool breaking news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.